Welcome. My name is Rupinstein Rosenbiram, and in today's workshop we're going to talk about adolescents' mental health. So let's jump right in. We're going to start by defining the two key words, which is adolescents and mental health. Adolescent is defined by the World Health Organization as individuals between the ages 10 to 19 years. Adolescence is a period with specific health and developmental needs and rights. It is a time to develop knowledge and skills, learn to manage emotions and relationships, and acquire attributes and abilities that are important in assuming adult roles. Mental health. Mental health refers to our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Many people have mental health concerns from time to time, but a mental health concern becomes a mental illness when ongoing signs and symptoms cause frequent stress and affect your inability to function. So some of the common mental disorders are depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, eating disorders, obsessive-compulsive disorders, and many more. All of these are signs an adolescent is likely to face when having a mental health challenge. But sometimes the signs of a mental health disorder appears as physical troubles, such as stomach pain, back pain, headaches, or other unexplained aches and pains. It is important for caregivers to watch out for these signs when dealing with adolescents. Adolescents with mental illness find things to do hard, like work, when they're at school, and during their socialization with their friends. The statistics are staggering. Over 45% of adolescents suffer from a mental health condition. That is, 1 in 5 adolescents suffer from a mental health condition, and that is way too huge a problem that should be looked into and addressed. Mental health can affect anyone. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. Mental health is important in every stage of life so that we can cope with stressful situations, work productively, make meaningful contributions to our communities. When an adolescent is going through stress, these are some of the warning signs that a caregiver should look out for. They may be having suicidal thoughts. They may be going through substance abuse, self-inflicted injuries, excessive grieving, reckless actions, and other signs include withdrawal from friends and activities, extreme mood changes, highs and lows, confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate, trouble understanding, and much more. However, some caregivers and parents may not be able to see these signs in adolescents. So, here are some of the important questions that will help caregivers determine the mental status of an adolescent. The useful questions for screening mental disorders in adolescents may be: you may ask them, do you worry a lot or feel overly stressed out? How do you cope up with stress? Do you feel upset that you wished you were not alive or wanted to die? Do you have any difficulty with sleeping or appetite? Do you feel yourself continuing to think about past or unpleasant experience? It is important for caregivers to watch out for the responses that adolescents are going to give. It is important that they also record the responses of the adolescents. Note: negative responses to screening questions should be investigated further, and the adolescent should be referred to a mental health specialist for further evaluation and treatment. For example, if an adolescent answers that he had thoughts of committing suicide, that is a huge problem already. It is important that you take note and refer him or her to a mental health specialist. Please do not take the response of the adolescent for granted. Everything they say is meaningful and should be considered. Mental health illness in adolescents is a significant problem which is relatively common and amenable to treat or interventions. Good mental health allows adolescents to develop the resilience to cope with whatever life throws at them and grows into well-rounded, healthy, and positive adults. If the adolescents are not in a good mental health condition, they cannot be able to perform, as we earlier learned that them being at work, at school, and their communities. And these are places that they go every day. They go to school every day and interact with friends as well as the communities and work. So it is important to take care of their mental health. Are you thinking about committing suicide? Are you depressed or worried about a friend or a loved one? Or would you like emotional support? Kindly contact us through +254 762 185 353, and we will be there to help you. If you have an adolescent that is experiencing mental health challenge, please reach out to us. Thank you.